Hey everybody, this is Mario with Cooking with Mario and Claire. You've seen us do a smoked pork tenderloin on our Traeger. Today we're going to smoke another tenderloin, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to turn it into a chorizo and cojita roulade. It should come out really great. Alright, follow along. Alright everybody, we've got our pork tenderloin. And this is actually a portion that we had taken from a much larger tenderloin that we had smoked before. It's something we had picked up at Costco. So another great use of just not doing it all in one shot, but taking that meat. And what we're going to do is we're going to start slicing across it, and so we can start rolling it out. As it comes across, trying to flatten it out so that we'll be able to roll it back up. So we kind of start flattening it out a little bit more, a little bit more. Trying to get it fairly even. That's always the practice part of it. Alright, but what we are going to do is we're going to take this Mexican chorizo, we're going to spread that out. Now you could argue that we could cook it ahead of time, but because we're going to smoke this, I really like the crust, the bark that gets onto this meat. I'm going to go ahead and leave it uncooked, and we'll roll it up. But to add, we're going to add some Cojita cheese, very salty, very similar to a Parmesan. So we really don't have to add any more seasoning to the inside of the meat. The nice thing about doing a roulade is that you can season the inside of your tenderloin. I'm going to spread that out, and we didn't want to get a piece of cheese that was going to just melt out the whole time it was smoking, so something that was going to hold up to that. So let's go ahead and roll it back up. And you see it's a lot bigger. Alright, very, very nice. And then I've got some string here so we can truss it up and try to keep that shape. Let's get a few lines going here. It's about medium size, but kind of even all the way across. And this will keep from having to use toothpicks or anything to hold the roulade together. Our Traeger outside is all warmed up and ready to go. So as soon as we get this trussed up, we're going to actually add another little bit of spice to the outside. If you followed along with other videos we've done, haven't talked too much about the smoking process, but if meat or whatever you're smoking is very smooth, it's hard for smoke particles to really grab a hold and start building up that texture, that really nice bark. So we're going to add another string around. We want to try and keep it even. Alright, I think that's pretty good. And I think this side a little bit thicker, so I'm going to try and tighten it up just a hair more. There we go. Now, to stay on top of things and really build up that extra layer of the extra texture, so smoke particles will really grab a hold of it. We're going to use this red chili paste. I'm going to rub that all over. So between the seasoning on the inside, this seasoning on the outside, getting a lot of intense flavors that will then be accentuated by the smoke. Now we've got one glove that's pretty well done. And then a little bit extra spice seasoning on the outside. This is a combination of chili powder, cayenne powder, salt, black pepper, and Aleppo pepper. So a lot of Latin flavors. And then what we'll do is we'll get that out there on the smoker and let that go. I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, come check it out. All right, everybody, so here she is, all seasoned up. We got a Bronson going here, set at 225 with the ambient temperature right around 230. Put this guy out here with the fat side up. It's going to smoke for about 2.5 hours. All right, we'll check back. All right, the smoke is out there doing its thing. We've got 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 heaping spoonfuls of our jalapeno jelly. All the guys at work really enjoyed this, and we thought it would be a great addition to a glaze on this pork tenderloin. You can see the seeds inside of this jelly, spicy, sweet. It adds a really great texture to the outside of this pork tenderloin. So we just incorporate this, melting it all down together, and then we'll take it outside. And as we when we move the pork tenderloin out onto the very hot grill grates to put some crust, some grill marks, we'll apply this glaze all the way around and let it really almost candy up the outside with some sweetened heat. It'll come out really great. Ooh, smell the chorizo! About 10 minutes either side to give it some really nice marks. Glazing's pretty well done. And then we'll take it off and let it rest. Alright, so we've taken our pork tenderloin, smoked for 2.5 hours. Oh man, it is sticky from that jalapeno jelly glaze. Oh man. Looks like we've got all of the strings pulled off. But that really helps hold its shape, helps keep everything in line so it cooks evenly. The temperature was perfect. All right, let's take a look. See what it looks like when we cut into this bad boy. Oh my goodness. Look at that, super juicy. A nice ring of cooked chorizo, a great smoke ring around the outside. Oh, it looks amazing. Let's do a little slice and a little taste test. That Cojita cheese really held up to the temperatures, the long temperature in there. Let's cut across it. Probably where I made a little bit of mistake is not trimming it as well, so it's not as even a roulade, but that takes some practice. Let's see a little bit just without anything. Oh, really juicy, really flavorful. Oh goodness, so good. I'm gonna tell you what, team, this is a winner. I love the taste of chorizo, the little bit of cheese in there. Really, oh my goodness. It's rich, it's flavorful. The jalapeno jam on the outside doesn't make it, well, the jam itself is very spicy, but tempering it with the melted butter and using it as a glaze gives a nice extra crisp on the outside with a little added flavor. Still super tasty. This is definitely a repeat. Guys, thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell for reminders. Tell all your friends and family. More good recipes to come. It's always great to cook for you. This is Mario for Cooking with Mario and Claire.